Yar, me and me ship, the Widowmaker, are on our way to Cortez's treasure. Land ho, Captain. We found it. Ready the longboats, men. Any volunteers to join me? I'll join you, Captain. It would be my honor, Captain. These be shark-infested waters, Captain. Scurvy, you stay with the boat. Stay with the boat, Scurvy. Stay with the boat. I always have to stay with the boat. Just one time, I would like to get the treasure. Yar, there she be. Keep your wits, men. Something just doesn't feel right. This just be too easy. Blasted shark almost took me hand. We have enough pirates with hooks around here. Where be the jewels? Where be the gold? Only thing in here is this ugly-looking book. Yar, what we supposed to do with this blasted thing? Ha ha ha. We have been resurrected. I can move again. The captain will be pleased. Yar, har, 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 har. We be awoken something evil. This be unnatural. All of it. Yar, me buckos, run! We must be getting out of here. Leave them, men. We have more important work to be doing. This be unnatural. All of it. Where be the treasure, Captain? There be no treasure, only death. Ready the sails. We best be going. Make haste, me buckos. This here book, it can bring back Cortez and the Inquisition back from the other side. Catu Verata Necto. The captain, he calls us to the ship. My crew of the dead, we have work to do.
You wanted the best? Well, they couldn't make it, so here's what you get. From Michigan, Mikey J. Productions.
Where's Georgie?
And Georgie.
Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Hey, but here are episode 77 of the Brick Chat. But before I go any further, let me just say, if you like this stream or any of the content on the channel, please
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I will be getting down to it after the intro coming in here.
Now.
Well, hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing fantastic out there in Legoland today. We have a bit of a special episode of the Brick Chat I'm excited about. We're going to be talking about all things Lego Dungeons and Dragons and the plans that we have in regards to the channel, in regards to what this Lego D&D collaboration means. And we have the Missus is going to be continuing her live build on the Snow White Cottage.
Still trying to get that done.
Because if you guys haven't seen, I already have the Dungeons and Dragons set built. I've reviewed it. It's already on the channel and all that good fun stuff. I couldn't wait to build it. But let's see who is in the chat. Ben was the first one here.
Hi, Ben.
Let me get something fun for you, Ben.
Groovy.
And Craft he's new here. I don't think I've ever seen him before.
Hi.
He says, I didn't think this was alive when I pressed it.
Oh.
So let me get something for you, sir.
Hello there. General Kenobi.
And wrong one. And Trevs is here. Trevs Reborn. He
Hello.
says he. Let me get a welcome for you, sir.
I love Jack Sparrow.
I'm almost picking the wrong thing. And then Dr. Xander is here. Hello, Dr. Xander.
Hello, Dr. Xander.
How are you doing today? And let me get a hello for you. Not that one. No, not that one.
Ted and Ed! Hey, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got $15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
Okay.
And then we have Ryan Gale here. Looks like another new person that I don't recall before. And he says, is that the Necronomicon? That it is.
Hello.
That it is. Let me give you a welcome, sir. I'll give you that.
Groovy.
And Richard Cranium says, it's the man, the myth, and the legend from distant lands and to the edges of the globe. Everyone knows for Lego Pirates Castle. No one can compare to Mikey J and Jenny J for the Harry Potter fans.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for the fantabulous introduction,
I love
sir.
it.
So swummy, slippy, slappy, slimming, summon.
Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the...
Oh, yeah, it's right here. Samsonite. I was way off.
I was way off.
And David Emperor's here. He says, Mikey and Jen back in the house.
Hello,
yes, sir,
David.
we are. Let me get something for you, my friend.
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And you must be the Monopoly guy.
Thanks for the free parking.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Oh, wait. Don't. Don't show me doing that.
And then Richard Cranium says, I love how Mikey actually gives out welcome introduction clips.
Aw, well, thanks.
I try to make it as fun for everyone as possible. And Ryan Gale says, I'm a noob.
Hello, noob.
Well, welcome aboard. And
Good,
then
newbies.
King Oldorf is here.
Hi, Ollendorf.
I still need to do your special introductory video for being a member, because you get your own personalized one when you're a member. But I think I'm going to involve this here fellow with it. So let me give you the regular.
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And...
Hello there. General Kenobi.
All right, so we got the introductions out of the way. And like I said, Jen is continuing the build on the Snow White Cottage. It's been 2 weeks since our last show. Last week I had a meeting with George's teachers, parent-teacher conference kind of stuff. So that's why we weren't here last week. And I apologize for that, but we are making it up here. And Rainwater Games, he decided to pop in. Hello, sir. He says, yo, 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 what's happening? let me find something fun for you, sir. No, not this one.
Ted, Annette! Hey, glad you could come. How you doing? Give me your coat. Ted has a small carpet cleaning business in receivership. They got $15,000 left on the house at 8%. They're okay.
Does anybody want to play Parcheesi? So let's talk about this Lego D&D stuff. Well, should we get right into that, or yeah, let's do it.
You're driving this crazy train.
So what the deal is that with this new Dungeons and Dragons set, they actually included rules if you want to play the set like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons. But they also made these really simplified, bare bones versions to help introduce people to what Dungeons and Dragons is all about. And I know people have played D&D with Lego for a long time. It's not anything new. But I don't know that anybody's went full on Dungeons and Dragons with their Lego display. And we have, you know, as you guys know, a pretty massive Lego display down here. And because of that, we have a built-in tabletop game, you know, sitting here ready to go. And I just had to take a look at the rules and what the official, you know, set has to offer, and kind of, you know, incorporated everything and modified it to fit what we have here in our collection. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing Lego D&D in my Lego display. And it's going to be a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons light rules, if that makes sense. And what that means is that there has to be a physical Lego piece or part in order for it to be a part of the game. So, you know, Dungeons and Dragons opens the idea that pretty much anything is possible. And while I love that, most of it is just in your imagination. Even when you play tabletop role-playing, that even with miniatures and everything, there tends to be a lot of imagination that you have to put into it, because, you know, your miniatures, they don't change. You know, you paint them once, whatever weapon they're holding, whatever armor they're on, that's what they have. Where Lego, on the other hand, you know, like, this is Jen's character. She is, you know, because it's Lego, they're completely modifiable. And, you know, whatever weapons that they have, they can physically have the weapon. And, you know, if you want to put armor on them, you can. And so it really begs the question.
And another thing with her, because that's Ronnie, that's my girl, is I don't always have to have my hood on. You know, you can see her, she's got a hood on, but I've got a hairpiece for her. So I can change that, I can take her hood off, you know, and it's all customizable, you know, and if she wants new pants, she can get new pants or whatnot, you know.
And so, like, I feel, you know, well, we both feel here that the possibilities for Lego and D&D combining are pretty amazing, and I think it has the potential to be the top version of Dungeons and Dragons that you can play. And the reason I say that is because I've played online on like D&D Beyond and all that stuff, And that's good. I mean, I'm not knocking it. It has its advantages, and it has its disadvantages. I've played a actual tabletop with miniatures. We have an actually rather large collection of miniatures, and we used to play. That's how we started. And while that's a nice way to play, I mean, part of the problem is you run into lack of players, and that's where the online has an advantage, is you can get many different players. But as like I was saying about customizing your character, even if you paint them and really you can go to Hero Forge, which is a website where people design their own D&D miniatures, and you can make your miniature from the ground up. But once it's made, it's made. The only way you're going to change it is if you make another one, or if you like repaint it or something. Where Lego, you're not stuck in that box. And because of that, and let me say that, like I, as a dungeon master, I would draw out battle maps. And some people have actual terrain and everything. They get really into it, which can definitely help with the environment. But at the end of the day, at least from when we played, you're walking around on a battle map, and it's
a lot of imagination being used.
A lot of imagination is required.
Yeah.
Where for what we're gonna do, that you still need imagination, obviously, but it'll physically be on the screen. If you want to have like here, we'll take a look at Ollendorf's character, because he's gonna be playing this Dragonborn guy.
I know it's not coming in very clear.
Yeah.
I think it's because of his wings.
That might be.
Oh, I just knocked his mouth off.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Yeah, I think his wings were making it so it wasn't.
But like that, this is King Ollendorf's character, and so when he is in a mission, if he wants to climb up the tower, like there's physically going to be a tower there that he can climb up. And because of that, like it allows you to have the creativity that Dungeons and Dragons has to offer, but you'll physically have something on screen that your character can do. And when you like it, and like what if you're wanting to interact with like NPCs, like I have Lego minifigures galore. Like they'll be there. Like you'll be able to see that this is the NPC that you're interacting with. And so while it still involves a lot of imagination, it can bring things to life. Like honestly, like I feel like never has been done before within the world of Dungeons and Dragons. And as far as the rules go, yeah, we've had to simplify a few things. The money system in particularly, we'll get into that here in a minute. But for the most part, you don't have to change a whole heck of a lot because Lego already offers so much stuff. And we've been going through everything in our collection and stuff like
box.
that.
I got a whole. Where's my box? I got a whole box of stuff.
Here, I'm gonna Scruffy Old Warhorse is here. Let me say hello to him. How are you doing? Long time no see. Where's
Ronnie?
Todd's cool. Yeah, Todd's cool.
But
See, she can go out full out rogue.
Ryan Gale says money is kind of pointless in the new D&D Lego set, and yes, it is. And King Oldendorf says at least we are looking forward to the D&D CMF. Absolutely. Rainwater says having imagination takes effort. I'm too lazy to be creative. LOL.
You are creative. But, like, even with their faces, their heads. Like, I have 2 heads for my girl because she has different faces on them. I mean, that right there, that's a big old ordeal. You know, it's so much more fun. She's got all sorts of, see, that's her hair. My little Ronnie character. I love Ronnie.
And Jen has been playing as this D&D character basically since the beginning.
Yeah, I don't...
Every iteration we've done, she's always played as that character, and she's going to continue it on in
like
Lego
Ronnie.
form. And she has a second character.
I do.
Because we're not being pigeonholed to just characters from Dungeons and Dragons or just characters from Castle. Oh no. We are going.
We're bringing our whole world in.
Yeah.
Oh, you got my picture up there.
And here is the world we are playing in. And as you see, it's basically 4 different sections. We have the castle world, the wizarding world, Middle Earth, and then all these islands, they're pirates and stuff like that. And characters can travel to the different islands via ship, obviously. And
or flu powder.
You know, that is a mean of travel. But once you're on a particular continent, you're kind of stuck there until you get more, get some different travel to get you out of there. And like I said, I'll be able to physically put a camera on everything, and players will be able to really decide what they want to do. And Grumpy Old Warhorse Todd says he's in Pennsylvania at a campground, working my way home next week. Also,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
On your way.
But
safe travels.
King Oldendorf says, I'm going to hide in Castle World because I'm scared of Hobbit. Oh, no, you're a big, tough barbarian dragonborn, sir.
There will be no hiding.
And let me see here. And then here is the Castle World map. So, and this has all the points of interest. And, this is going to be a sandbox style adventure. And what that means is that I am leaving it up to the players to go and do whatever they want to go and do. And because of that, I'm really hoping to build a virtual tabletop version of this game that is comparable to the best open world video games out there. That, whatever you want to go, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Your characters can save up enough money to buy a house in Nottingham Village. They can start a business. They can go on quests. And all of that fun stuff. I had some more pictures, but I forgot to get them, gosh darn it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Of all the, places they can go, like the shops and stuff.
Yeah.
And the tavern.
Yeah.
I forgot those pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
But in Nottingham Village, for example, when players go there is Magisto's Magical Workshop, and that's where you go to buy your potions, anything magic-related items. That's where players go to buy that. There is the actual tavern from the new Dungeons & Dragons set, the In Plain Sight Tavern. And when players go to that, what happens is they can buy food or drink like any tavern, but they can also go into the that's where the Yawning Portal is located. And what the Yawning Portal is it's it's an official Dungeons and Dragons module of all these like shorter little one-off adventures, but they're very famous like adventures. So once a player if the players go into that tavern and they're gonna go to the yawning portal, then that's where we'll decide what their next adventure will be for the next session. So players can go there to find their own adventures, and there's going to be actual things going on within the world that players can either choose to partake in or choose to ignore, but there will be consequences and for every action. And what I'm saying with that is, in my last Lego Castle adventure, if you guys watched that, the Crusaders are riding towards the Red Dragons because they want to go to battle, because they captured Friar Tuck. And so that is going to be the initial main story point that is going to be going on. And the players can choose to get involved with it, or they can choose to leave it alone and go do something else. That is up to them. But like I said, it's going to be a real breathing world, and because of that, there will be actions and consequences to everything that they do. So if you choose to not go into battle, maybe the bad guys win, or maybe something negative happens. And if you do choose to go into battle, then you can help decide the outcome and the future of the worlds and everything. And so, and within Nottingham, there's also armory shop, a place to buy provisions, all of that good fun stuff. So everything that your character needs in Dungeons and Dragons can be purchased within Nottingham Village. And and Rula is here. Hello,
Hi, Rula.
Nice of you to join us. Let me get you a message here.
So swummy, slippy, slappy, slimming, summon.
Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the...
Oh yeah, it's right here. Samsonite. I was way off.
Let's show this off. That's interesting.
What is that all about?
Look at this, guys. This is the brand new
Hold on.
Mimic set. We just got it today.
Did anybody else get a Ziploc baggie full of this?
And it comes
stuff?
with a Ziploc baggie full of pieces. What kind of nonsense is that?
I've never gotten anything from Lego like this.
I found the instructions.
Yeah, the instructions were in the front.
Because we've had this set for like a week now.
This particular gift with purchase took over a week to get to us. We had the set. Yeah, don't do that. We had the set like after 2 days, but the Mimic took like a week to get. Like we weren't even supposed to get it until Friday. But I'm a little.
It's like somebody built it.
But it was sealed with tape, so it wasn't like it was unsealed. But I've never seen anything like that. That's interesting. Okay, sit down, please.
Sorry.
It's okay. Oh!
So Georgie's gonna build a Mimic for you guys here.
Yeah. Is it a dice roller?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a dice roller. I think it's a dice storage container.
It looks like it has a quality control sticker and everything, but did anybody else get the Mimic? Did their Mimic come this way?
That's different. I've never gotten a Lego set like that.
No. That was interesting.
King Oldendorf says, I love my cute baby Mimic. And Grumpy Old Warhorse Todd says, FYI, I'm setting up camp while listening to you.
Oh,
awesome.
Good.
Well, put another shrimp on the bobby.
Well, after I've seen your camp setup, it probably isn't that hard, is it? You got a nice setup.
King Oldendorf says it stores one set of D&D dice.
Oh, thank you, Oldendorf.
So let's go back to the discussion here, and Now, like I said, Dr. Xander says, the Mimic Dice Box, I've got it, but haven't opened it yet.
Oh. Yeah, I wonder if yours is going to come with a Ziploc baggie, too. Or if it was just ours. Because we got the end of it, probably.
And I, because, you know, there are some folks that are a big fan of the Lego Castle Adventure and the Lego Pirate Adventures that I've been doing. And that is not stopping. If anything, it's being combined with what we're doing here with the Dungeons and Dragons. Because this is how it's going to work. The first session is going to be this Saturday, which we do have room for another player or two if somebody is interested in joining in on the fun.
There's pieces that fell over here.
And we're going to be meeting this Saturday and playing like session 0.5, I'll call it. It's going to be a real light, easy session so everybody can get a kind of a come to grips with how the game is going to be played and everything. And I'm going to be recording the sessions, and then I'm going to be taking those sessions, and then editing them out, and I'm going to be inserting scenes like close-ups that I'll record after the fact of fun things the characters do within the mission, and adding those in as cutscenes. And I'll also be adding some additional cutscenes, and I'll be releasing those videos. I'm not going to give you a timetable. Whenever they're done, they're done. And that will be how the Lego Castle and Lego Pirate Adventure is going to proceed going forward. And so anybody that's involved in the series, if you're playing a character, in a way you're helping me write the series, and your character is going to be a living, breathing part of the adventure. And I think that offered something unique that I haven't seen anybody else really get into at this juncture. And so I'm really excited about that. And given, like I said, let's bring this map up. The fact that we can visit these different locations, I think really adds a lot of interest to it for not just Dungeons and Dragons fans, but Lego fans in general. Like I said, Castle World, you know what you're getting there. Wizarding World, it's gonna be Harry Potter centric, obviously. Middle Earth, Lord of the Rings, and then all the pirate stuff in the middle. And the only way to travel to the different locations is via ship, other than Floo Powder. Wizards can travel via Floo Powder from the Castle World.
Floo Flame.
Floo Flame.
No Mage or Muggles can buy Floo Powder to travel with.
But they can only go to the Wizarding World and Castle World with Floo Powder. You can't travel to any of the other locations that way. And the reason why we made it easier to travel to the Wizarding World is because that's where the bank is located.
Right.
Because, the more stuff that characters get, the more money they have, it's going to start bogging them down. And there's going to be robbers and bandits out on the road that are going to try and steal your money. Specifically, like the Wolf Pack. The Wolf Pack are going to be the main bandits. Trouble. They're going to be out there trying to rob and steal you when you're out on the road. And so the more money you're carrying on you, the more possibilities to get robbed. You know how much more the robbing is going to hurt. And
I got robbed by a sweet old lady on a motorized cart.
I didn't even see it coming. And King Ollendorf says, so we can attack Harry Potter then? You can attack Harry Potter if you want, but I am creating character sheets.
He's a pretty strong wizard.
For all of the important characters that we are using. And the player characters, all player characters that want to join in on the fun are starting at level 5, and they can go all the way up to level 20. Now, if you don't want to play as a player character, you're more than welcome to play as a famous character within the world. Like if somebody's like, I want to play as Harry Potter, you can play as Harry Potter. I don't have a problem with that.
Or Race Dance.
Whatsoever.
Well, yours was.
But the downside of that is there is no upgrading. of that character. Harry Potter is what Harry Potter is.
He's tapped out.
He's tapped out.
You don't get experience points.
You don't get XP. No, he is
what he is.
He is what he is. And Gordon Werner is here. Hello,
Hi,
Gordon. Let me get you a hello.
Groovy.
Sorry.
And then
Picked up the wrong one.
David Emperor says, I like the D&D set as a castle set, but honestly I haven't a clue about the whole D&D thing. It is very complicated. It is. And it's very overwhelming, especially to new players. But the quickest way to learn how to do it is just to play it. And that's what the Dungeon Master is there for, which is me, is to help players along on the journey.
And Lego made it pretty cookie cutter easy with their little story that goes with the set. So, I mean, that's one place to start if you've never played it. You know, if you have the set and you want to, try your hand at it, that actually might be a good place to start.
Yeah,
It's always so intimidating. They've got everything laid out for you. It's just, I think it would be a lot. Oops.
Dr. Xander says, I'm both a D&D player and AFOL. This set is better as a Lego display set than for use to play D&D. Yes, I agree with that. But what, as a standalone D&D like module, the problem that I've seen, which Dungeons and Dragons, that actual YouTube channel, they released their like people playing the actual set version, and they do a fantastic job. Don't click over and go watch it right now, but I've watched the whole session of them playing it, and I do recommend people do that, especially if you're kind of interested on what Lego Dungeons and Dragons kind of looks like. But the problem with the set itself is it doesn't leave much room for players to move around. And that's why I'm sure some of you guys have heard of Jesse's Brick Galaxy, and he's playing a lot of Lego D&D as well. And he came up with the idea to make dungeons on base plates, like those are battle maps. And I will be doing that as well for when players go into an actual dungeon. But what we can do here is that I wanted to set up a third camera, but I didn't have time for it. But say we're playing in Middle Earth. Well, I will have a camera pointing down on the section of Middle Earth where players are playing. And so the battle map will be my Lego display. And whatever you can see or do with your character is you're capable to at least try to do it. Whether you fail or succeed depends on the dice roll. But that's where I'm wanting to really up the game over what really everybody, including official Dungeons and Dragons stuff, have to offer at this time, because I don't think anybody else can, or at least not many people can incorporate so many different things into a D&D campaign. Like I said, you're going to have Castle, you're going to have Harry Potter, you're going to have Pirates, you're going to have Lord of the Rings. And each section is going to feel a little bit different, but all still follow the same rules. And
the way that he's going to present it to you guys out as the fandom.
Yeah.
Instead of you guys sitting through the 2-hour session or whatever it is for our mission, he's going to edit it up and make it all fun and actually put like effects on it and stuff. So you guys are going to see our D&D mission basically
like it's the Lego Castle
live
Adventure
action.
series.
Right.
Like
I don't want to say stop motion, but
yeah, it's not going to be stop. If you guys have watched my Lego Castle Adventure, expect that. But the biggest difference is, instead of me writing the story all myself, and then I write the script and I send everybody out their lines, and then they give it back to me, and then I put it in, and
because that's how he does the Castle Adventures.
And that's how the video comes. what's going to change is we're going to be playing the session, and all the players involved have complete control over what their character is going to do
And say
in that adventure. And then after it's done, I'm going to edit it out and just keep the good stuff and release the good stuff to people. And then say like people that are already doing voice for some of the characters, like the Black Knight, for example. He's a popular character, and he's a level 20 fighter, by the way, so you don't want to mess with him. He will still be voiced by Mr. Home Arcade. Nothing will change there for his character, other than I'm basically controlling him in real time. But I'm offering players the opportunity to, if you want to have complete control over your character, then come join in the fun. And what we're going to be doing is that we're doing the Brick Chat every other week under normal circumstances, obviously. The weeks that I'm not doing the Brick Chat, like next week, we're not doing the Brick Chat. We are going to be playing and recording a session. So that way it's kind of works within our schedule, because we already kind of have this time kind of blocked off for the Brick Chat anyways. And so that's kind of how I'm thinking it's going to go down. And Gordon says, what is today's build? She is building the Snow White Cottage.
Snow White. Still working on Snow White. And Georgie's building the Mimic. But yeah, I'm still working on the cabin. I just got the little table in. So cute. I love these little chairs.
The table!
I know. The little chairs are so cute. And the door. So yeah, I'm working hard on it.
And Gordon says, is Mikey J Productions creating lore? Yes.
Of course.
I'm world building, and that's what these two hobbies have in common, and they work extremely well for. As I've said before, my favorite thing about the Lego hobby is not the actual building of sets. It is the world building. It is making my own Middle Earth. It is making my own castle world, pirate world, etc. And in Dungeons and Dragons, now you can play pre-made adventures, and I will be incorporating lots of those into our adventures as well. Don't get me wrong. But I also have my pre-made castle adventure and pirate adventure stories that I'm going to be infusing into the lore of it as well. And whatever players want to do, that's what they're going to do. And King Oldor says, I got my abandoned medieval village mock for D&D custom campaign at some point in the future when I finish it. Oh, that's fun. Dr. Xander says, the D&D Mimic gift with purchase plus the Snow White Cottage.
Yes.
And Lego Timmy is here. He says,
Lego
what's
Timmy.
up? I told you I would be back. Let me get hello to
Welcome
you.
back.
Draw my character because I'm gonna play in the city when I'm doing D&D.
Okay, well, we'll discuss it later, okay?
And Georgie is going to be a player character as well, but he is going to have super simplified rules to make it easier on him.
Well, he just said he wants you to control his character so he can go play. That's what he just said.
Anyways, for you guys to know who my character is, Dr. Ray Stance. But he's a knight.
Dad got him all shined up, gave him some new...
And here is, because he wanted to be Ray Stance, the Ghostbuster. And so I'm working his character into the storyline, and he's actually a cleric. And Lego Timmy is almost at 30K subscribers. Wow.
Hey, good job, Lego Timmy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm doing this right.
And I am, even though I'm the Dungeon Master, I am going to be a player character as well. And here is my guy. He is Stephen the Forestman. Because, you know, I got to represent the Forestman here. And so here he is. But even since I'm the Dungeon Master, I'm going to leave all the important decision making up to the player characters. Gordon says, Mikey, do you subscribe to Dungeon Boy's YouTube channel? I'll post the link in the Discord. No, I do not. I'll have to check that out. And Ben says, Mikey, if you haven't seen, which you probably haven't, I made a Discord server and DM'd you the link on Discord. Awesome. I will checking that out. Absolutely. And Ben says, also, hello, Big Nate. Is Big Nate? Oh, Big Nate Bricks is here. Hello, Big Nate. I almost missed you. Let me get you a welcome.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
And
I used to know who he used to call.
And so now some of the, here's a little bit more of the technical side of what we're going to be doing, but you know, it's important, so we're going to talk about it.
How's everybody like my map? Did I do a good job?
What map?
See my map I made?
No.
Look, it's even got Daddy's ships on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the map?
Mm-hmm.
You made the map?
That's the world map.
Yeah.
For D&D.
And, you know, players can choose what type of ship they want, you know, all types, like say the Black Pearl, for example. The Black Pearl is the most expensive ship to ride on, obviously. But the Black Pearl can take you to any location in the world.
And it's the safest, isn't it?
And it's the safest because it's the fastest ship in the seas. Nobody can catch the Black Pearl. And you got Captain Jack, you know, as captain. So, you know, hence why the Black Pearl is the most expensive transport, because you better believe it that there will be encounters as you're on the ships traveling across the sea. And you know, so if you want safest travel, you got to pony up the big bucks and ride the Black Pearl. But you know, maybe you can't afford it, so then you got to choose something else. But not every ship goes to every location. Like the pirate ships, for example, the actual pirate ships. They will go to the Wizarding World, they will go to Middle Earth, and they will go to the Pirate Islands, but they will not go to Port Royal because the pirates do not like the Imperials. And then there's the Merchant Vessel. The Merchant Vessel will take you to the Wizarding World and Port Royal only. The Viking ship will take you to Middle Earth only. And that's kind of the, you know, crux of it there. But like I said, there will be encounters at sea.
Whenever you take a ship.
Whenever you take a ship, something's gonna happen.
And we're looking to see, does anybody have any plans for, or like, I wonder if Rebrickable has anything. Has anybody made a Kraken? Or at least the Kraken arms?
Yeah. We definitely would like to add a Kraken to the game.
Yeah. I wanna
And Dr. Xander and Gordon says your map is awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I used a free service for the main one, and then I took it into my program to put all of our stuff in. Because they wanted me to buy the pro program to upload my stuff. And I'm like, well, I can just do it this way. It'll be cheaper.
And King Oldnorth says, I can ride the dragon instead of a ship if I can. I will let you ride a dragon, but you gotta tame it. You know, and they're not easy to tame, even though you are a dragonborn.
Can I control Smog?
No.
Nobody can control Smog.
No. Daddy controls all the monsters.
Can I at least control, like, Godzilla?
No.
You don't have Godzilla. Godzilla's not in there.
No, like Godzilla one.
And
Godzilla brick build.
Oh, your brick build one? Sure.
Is he in there?
no.
Why?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
He's a dinosaur.
He is. We'll discuss it
Oh,
later.
and Georgie's talking about dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are a part of Dungeons and Dragons, so you best believe you might run into a T-Rex or the
Or a
Indominus Rex or Giganotosaurus at some point as well. And
Or Godzilla, as you hear.
Yes. You're most likely to find his scale in the seas of the waters.
Oh.
That's where you most likely be.
But speaking of monsters, obviously all the all the monsters that came with the Dungeons and Dragons set will be in the game, as well as anything that we have, you know, and we have quite a dragon collection, so those will all be monsters. You know, with Smog, of course, trolls, orcs, skeletons, goblins, ring wraiths. You know, once the new Barad-dûr comes out and Sauron gets released. Gordon says, "Where do the dinosaurs live?" I haven't quite figured that out yet, sir.
But I told you, Godzilla might be.
It might just be kind of a thing that you run into him out in the forest or something.
But Godzilla, the character might be most likely to go in water.
You might meet Godzilla in the water, he said.
But or you might find
Those details haven't been hammered out yet.
Well, you know, my job as the dungeon master is to create the whole world and provide the adventure and everything. Yes, gelatinous cube. We have a gelatinous cube, Gordon. But I'm not going to overwhelm myself with stuff like if I tried to write out everything before we played our first adventure, I'd be writing a book. And because of that, I'm just kind of I'm playing it one adventure at a time, and the first one, like I said, it's going to be our 0.5 adventure. I'll tell King Oldendorf now, like it's you're going to get introduced to the characters, you're going to get introduced to the world, and then there's going to be the jousting, the Knight's Joust going on, and you can, you know, it's not a serious to death fight, but
you want to make some money.
You want to make some money because money is a crucial part of the game, and everything that you kill will reward you with XP and money. Now, you can avoid the combat, and you still will probably get some XP, but you won't get any money. So, if you want money, you either have to steal it or find some way to work for it, or you're gonna have to kill monsters to get it. And King Oldendorf says Jurassic Island. Yeah, I mean, it might come up with something like that. And Gordon says, need secret places that you discover would be a good place for dinosaurs to pop up. Yeah, absolutely. I'll work them in some kind of creative way. But like I said, from the start of it, we have my Red Dragons and Crusaders. That battle's going on. And then, you know, so that'll be like the first like major storyline. And then on top of that, like I said, the very first session, there'll be jousting going on, and players can practice their fighting skills that way, get accustomed to the village of Nottingham and what it has to offer and how the money and everything is going to work. And...
Sorry. I'm moving right along, man.
She is moving good. Oh, wrong one.
Helps that the bags are little.
Now we're gonna take a look at this is Jen's character, Ronnie, and even though I'm starting everybody at level 5, her character in real life was level 10, and so she gets to start at a level 10.
He's really not happy about it. Let's just put that out there. He doesn't like how my strength is so much.
But she was doing a lot of whining, and so...
You were the one whining. I was just putting my stats in. You were the one whining about my stats.
And so we'll be using actual D&D, you know, character sheets to create the characters. And like I said, once you've made a character, it actually becomes super fun, and you can see what they can do within the world. And like here is her picture. We're going to be putting pictures of all the characters on the character sheets. And then over here, if you have any affiliations, like my guy is in the Forestman, so he'll have a little Forestman symbol here. Jen just put her shield there.
Well, that's my kingdom shield.
Yeah, because that's part of her backstory.
Right. That's because my kingdom.
The Red Dragons killed her people and stole the kingdom.
Wiped out my kingdom.
She's the last of her kind.
Yeah. I escaped the Red Dragons.
And she can cast some spells.
Oh, he's all done. Look at honey.
Oh.
Mimic is done. Wow.
Here, let's get an up-close look at that.
He's gonna eat me.
Here, show him the Mimic.
Here, let me see.
Oh,
His tongue was out. Oh, his tongue goes back in. Oh. That's pretty nice. It is a nice little set. I like it.
Yeah. That's why I wanted it day one, is I wanted the gift with purchase.
I know that. Yeah, we wanted that gift with purchase.
Can you include Geigen?
Well, we'll talk about that later. King Oldendorf says cheater. Gordon says happy wife, happy life, or happy maiden, happy gaming.
Hey, I'm not cheating.
Over-level characters for cheater, Jen. That's what Oldendorf says. Let me...
I'm not a cheater.
Now let's take a look at... Here's King Oldendorf's character. He already did his character sheet. I had to make some small minor changes to it because, like I said, we're altering the financial system.
Yeah, I had 1,000 gold. He didn't give me that, so that's not cheating.
Yeah, I had to create the money system from the ground up in order for it to work within what we're doing.
So what? I got I went from 1,000 gold to 3.
So all characters are starting with 3 gold coins and 15 silver coins.
Took all my money.
And
I was gonna let him take all my experience.
And here are the official currency: gold studs, silver studs.
Did you put the golden chickens in there?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But the silver, that's how you buy food, drink, stuff like that. And then 5 gold studs equals a gold bar. And then 10 gold studs equals a gold nugget. And then
where's the golden chicken?
I don't have one. It's in your bin.
No, it's over there.
We got some golden chickens here too. That's in
Georgie,
Jen's bin.
Come here.
I gotta go potty.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Oh, there it is. Brick Enforcer is here. Hello, Brick Enforcer.
Here they are.
So swimmy, slippy, slappy, slimming, summon. Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the... Oh, yeah, it's right here. Samsonite. I was way off.
And then here we have, these are the health potions, little red vials. You have to buy these from Magisto's Magical Workshop to heal your character.
There's a gold frog.
And then we have acid splash potions. Again, you buy these from Magisto's Magical Workshop. Oh, I just dropped it on the floor.
What was it?
It was a green one. And then blue ones. I forget what the blue ones are. I have them written down on my sheet. But back to money. A gem. A gem is, I think it is 20 gold studs.
Do you want the gold frogs?
Sure. And then
You're back.
one of these big rocks, I call them, you know, they are 50 gold studs. And so, and what's fun about this is that I'm gonna, you know, everybody's gonna have physical money, physical potions, physical everything. And so while you'll still be able to use the character sheets and everything, having it right in front of you, you know, so if like someone says, well, I'm gonna take a health potion, I'll be able to look down and be like, you don't have a health potion. You're not taking a health potion.
But they don't have to be biased every time. That's going to be on our character sheets, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not carrying 4 health potions.
No, but when we're playing, I'm gonna put like on a little plate or something for each character, like all their stuff, and I will be keeping track. Yes.
He will be keeping track.
Yes. And Mayo is here. Hello, Mayo.
Hi, Mayo.
So Swami.
Not this one.
Ace Ventura, pet detective, and you must be the Monopoly guy.
Thanks for the free parking. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
So, I think it's really gonna add some unique and interesting perspectives to Dungeons and Dragons that, like I said, I don't know that if anybody's truly done, you know, created a game from the ground up with this attention to detail. There are, like I said, there are people that on the internet right now that do a version of Lego and Dungeons and Dragons, but they tend to really simplify things. And while my game is simpler than real Dungeons and Dragons, what really is holding it, the biggest change is the money system, and it has to physically be a Lego product to exist in the world. So, like, for example, you know, like scissors. Like, if your character wants to use scissors, well, we have scissors, so they can exist. You know.
But what was it? A file. I couldn't find anything for a file, so we
Yeah.
had to delete that.
So I go through all the books and actually think about, okay, well.
But you know what I did for lock picks? I used the Chinese chopsticks. Those are my lock picks. So you can come up with fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like about it.
But as you can tell, we're super excited about it. I think it's going to be awesome. And like I said, I'm offering it to you guys, my viewers here. I would say as of right now, we have room for 1, possibly 2 more player characters. If that is something that appeals to you, you know, let me know ASAP. Like I said, as far as time of actual play, this Saturday at 3 is our one session that we're doing out of the ordinary, because we want to get started. We want to get the ball rolling. And so this Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is our session .5, I'm calling it. It'll probably only take an hour and a half tops. And then after that, if we're not doing the brick chat that day, we're going to be playing some Lego D&D for future content. So, you know, and most of you guys, you know, you already come to our chats anyway, so, you know, Like Dr. Xander, you say you play some D&D, or Gordon, if this is something that might interest you. And nobody has to appear on camera, even though I am going to be recording the play sessions. What gets released out to the public is going to be very Lego-centric. You'll hear your voices, but I don't think we'll see any of us physically. At least that's not my intention. But then if I feel like there's a demand to release the full play session, I will release those probably on my second channel. Just because full Dungeons & Dragons playthrough sessions tend to not do that well, with the exception of some like really popular channels.
Well, or if they have like Hollywood or
yeah, if they have famous people involved in it or whatever. But I just I don't think it's content. The full 2-hour session or whatever is really content that would be good for the channel overall. I like the idea of chopping down that 2-hour session into like maybe a 15-minute video. Mm-hmm. I think that will do much, much better.
And I think more people would enjoy it too.
Yeah. Well, and it's not, when people watch the video, they don't even have to realize that it's D&D.
Right. It's just an adventure.
It's like my Lego Castle adventures carrying on.
Right.
With all the players having complete control over their characters in this living, breathing sandbox world.
Well, and we opened it up so much, so we're not limited to just the castle world, which is nice because, we have this big, huge world, to just put one little slice of it, even though you were doing pirates and castle, but they were kind of the same. But now we can go to Middle Earth, we can go to the Wizarding World. It just opens it up so much more. I think it'll be a lot more fun. And if you only want to do like one session, you can.
Yeah.
You don't have to do like every session with
right.
us. If you just want to come and say, hey, I want my character to come in and do an adventure with you guys, and we're like, yeah, that we could totally do that.
Or if you're new to it and it's something that like you just want to dip your toe in to see if it interests you.
Right.
I'll let you play as King Arthur today, and King Arthur can kick butt.
Right. That's another thing. He's got high-level characters like Gandalf, Dumbledore. You can play with any character, and their stats are already done. And you're basically you're the king of the adventure because you can do everything if you're one of those characters. When I put poor little Jen in there, she's level 1. Or no, she's level 5. She came to level 5.
Well, like I said, if you're building a character from scratch, which I encourage everyone to do, and I will help.
We can help come up
because
with stuff.
What's best, like if you have the pieces and I have the pieces, then like so when King Ollendorf is playing, he can make this little guy, and he's got it in his world as well, and so it's. Like I said, it gives you something physically to touch,
But the big thing is we have to physically have it.
Yeah.
If you want to use it, we have to physically have it. And if it's something little, we can totally get it.
Yeah, we'll probably, if it's within reason. Like,
right. But say Ollendorf, he wanted to be that red dragon from the video, and he was like $25. And I'm like, so you need $25. I need $25. Whoa, that's $50 there. We need to change that. So that got a little expensive, but
like I said, I gave the green dragon head that came in the new set. That's he agreed. And that's his character, and like I said, if you want to be a forestman, if you want to be a black falcon, they're all a part of this world, and
that's what makes it super fun. And like Brickapix, she probably could use her Slytherin girl if she wanted to.
I tried to get Brickapix in here today because she has a Slytherin character that we made for her.
We have a Slytherin character for her.
And we could do a character sheet, and Bob's your uncle, and she could play her little Slytherin character in our world.
And say now, like, Ray Stantz, for example, he has a lot of abilities that aren't really in Dungeons and Dragons. But what we did is we modified it so it almost sounds like what he actually uses in real life to what we have. Like, what did you use for his proton beam?
Well, he doesn't have a proton pack.
Oh, okay.
Because that's a world-breaking kind of a
That
device.
is true. I forgot.
Because the one thing that we are saying is not coming into this is the city. As of right now, the city does not exist within this world, because once you introduce the city, then you introduce,
Modern
weapons, cars, vehicles,
which we discussed about the gunpowder, because
that throw. Why are you going to run around with a sword if I can go get a machine gun?
Right.
It doesn't.
It totally breaks all the rules.
Then we're not really playing D&D anymore.
Right.
We're doing something else. So the city is not going to be involved. I might include it for some fun little one-off, little cutscene kind of things here and there. But yeah, we're not traveling to the city.
Okay, so then let me give you another example. For my Harry Potter character, I have my little Jen Johnson. She's actually from my Hogwarts Legacy. That's what she's from. And so she's got what's called Revelio, is what her spell is, to reveal things in the world. And so we have something like that, like investigation. Mm-hmm. You can use those kind of things. And there's another spell. It's called Guiding Light. And it basically, you can use it and it'll guide you to your destination. Well, I have that in Hogwarts Legacy. It's kind of like a book that opens up, and then it guides you to your thing. So that's the kind of stuff that you can be more creative with.
Yeah, and D&D
because it still fits in.
It's so great because of, like, when you talk of spells and stuff like that they've already have written, that it's really not super hard to find something kind of similar
that'll fit.
And then instead of casting it the D&D way, she'll say Revelio.
Right.
And
because then it stays with my character.
Yeah.
Or like instead of like a torch, she'll have Lumos. And she'll have that on her wand, So it's fun to be able to bring all that stuff in, and into it. And like Bilbo, he'll have a magic ring. Frodo will have a magic ring that they can go invisible with. So it's just fun stuff like that it just opens it up so much, even beyond D&D, in my opinion.
Well, like D&D's never. I mean, sure, people, like, I've made my own Legolas character.
Right.
But Legolas will really be a character, and he'll be a level 20 fighter, and he'd be able to kick butt and take names. Which Legolas should be able to.
Right.
And that's part of the reason I'm starting everybody at level 5, is because the lower levels in D&D kind of suck. They're not fun to play. You want a character that can kick butt and take names.
At least have, throw their ring in the fire. Not be so, weak that they can't even take any damage or they'll die.
And
because he's not in the process, or he's not in the business of killing your character.
No,
no way.
That I'm not going to be killing any player characters. Will characters die? Yes. But they are going to be the well-known characters. Like, take Dumbledore, for example. If Dumbledore ends up in an adventure, you best believe, as the dungeon master, I'm going to try and kill Dumbledore. but I'll go a little bit easier on the player characters, because people get emotionally attached to their characters. And I'm not really. It's not fun to try and kill people off, but death is a fun part of Dungeons and Dragons. But if Aragorn dies, what's that gonna mean for the world?
Right.
Like,
they don't have a king.
And let's see. Mayo says, I'm jealous of everyone else building this set, but I'm not a day one sucker. Yeah, I'm a day one sucker if they have a good gift with purchase, because as a content creator, that my D&D video is actually doing rather well.
It shocked us.
Yeah.
Because we were kind of late to the party, honestly. You know, we got it day one, but we didn't get the review out day one or anything. Or not even day two, you know.
But that just goes to show that there is a window for set reviews from non-land members. But you got to get it built, get the video out there ASAP.
Yeah.
Because, even though, land members have already talked about it, up, down, left, and right, there is a segment of the LEGO community that can't wait until non-land members get their hands on it and then see what they say about it. Because we're not going to be quite so glowing all the time.
Right.
And Dr. Xander says, I can't make it to Michigan. I'm in the UK. Joining virtually is tricky because of the timing. I'm 5 hours later. Yeah, I realize that. Obviously, like virtual, it's virtual tabletop, So, I mean, if you want to catch a flight and fly over here, you can absolutely come and play in person. I don't have a problem with that. Same for you, North, but that's on you.
Yeah, we're not paying.
But like I said, so it'll be 10 p.m. In the UK every 2 weeks. That will be when we're playing.
And again, you don't have to play every single time.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, we could put your character back in the tavern for waiting in the next.
I want to play every single time.
Well, you are invited to play every single time.
And then I don't know if you guys has anybody here played Red Dead Redemption 2? If you have, even if it was just for a minute, that will kind of give you an idea of what we're going for here. Like Jen's going to be building on a base plate a camp, and when the players are out on the road, and they're ready for a long rest, she's gonna throw everybody into the camp, and the camp is never gonna change. It's gonna be just one base plate that she built with all the stuff on it, and anytime players want to take a rest within the world, as long as they're safe to do so, we'll just pull out the camp base plate, and everybody's camping, everybody's safe. And that's why I said it's like Red Dead Redemption 2, because like, no matter where you are in Red Dead, your camp is always safe, and it's always the same. So that's what it's going to be.
Except no crypts.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put crypts in there. I don't know. Making some stew.
And Mayo says Middle Earth and perhaps Middle Zealand. And King Ollendorf says, and Jen cheated by starting with over-level character.
Hey, I have to worry about you running away from stuff. So now I got to be at least the strong one. Someone's got to fight. Besides Georgie, because Georgie's going to go in there.
He's going to run in every battle.
Right, and he's going to die. So you gotta be in the back healing him. Somebody's got to fight.
And Mayo says, if you guys do Wednesday streams instead of Tuesday streams, I might be interested in trying out D&D for the first time. Well, like I said, you're absolutely welcome to join in.
Yeah, we're not doing Tuesdays anymore.
Yeah, we're everything's on Wednesdays, and the first, like I said, the first one is going to be Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be session 0.5. You don't have to come to that one. It's just if you're interested in maybe just dipping your toe in it to see what it's all about, what we're going to be doing here.
And they're not going to be on Saturday after that.
No, and after that, it's going to be on Wednesday. We're just doing it on Saturday just to get the ball rolling.
Every other Wednesday.
And so the technical session 1 is going to be a week from today, but we're not live streaming it.
No.
I'm recording it to be released at a later date, highly edited.
Yeah, because he wants to be able to put all the cool stuff in it. I mean, I want to see all the cool stuff, especially when I do my firebolt.
Yeah, so
I want effects on my firebolt. I want to see him flaming.
You cast a spell, and and I'll make the character look all cool for that moment.
Heck yeah.
And really, like I said, make it come to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think I've got the these things from Harry Potter where Voldemort and Harry are doing their spells at each other. So I've got all those accessories that I can use for spells and everything. So we have those, and that'll be fun. It's just the possibilities are almost endless.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they are endless because there are some, we do have to make some modifications, but.
And I was looking through our minifigures, and Georgie has a couple of Dreams characters, and they actually could work out well for this as well.
Yeah. Mateo.
Dreams
yeah, look at
minifigures.
Yeah, Z-Blob, for sure.
He actually has a gun.
Yeah.
Well, we're not having mechs, though.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the minifigure. And King Oldor says,
A little Z-Blob, maybe.
I only find out that the dragon head mold only come in 3 color with green, red, and blue. Red and blue only found in video, and the blue part of a canceled Bandmate Series 2. I haven't looked up the blue one to see how expensive that one is, but then there's going to be, what is it, a tan one coming in the collectible minifigure series. That'll be the one that people really do some
mods
or building, army building with. Dr. Xander says you can also do Dragonboard head using the red or green dragon suit from the collectible minifigures. Yes,
we have those.
And I probably will be incorporating that for some of the characters.
Oh, look at that! They made water in the bottom of the sink.
There's water at the bottom of the sink?
Yeah.
Let me see.
And then King Oldorf says, I don't like huge mouth open as I prefer it closed. And Mayo says, I'm already dreaming up my player character. Awesome.
Good! That's awesome, Mayo.
And then Mayo says, speaking of shock, my Lego Duplo Thomas the Tank Engine video has popped off. The weird videos always get unexpected views. Yes.
Well, you don't see a lot of Thomas the Tank in Lego, so that would be, it's one of the reasons why it's popping off. It's pretty cool.
And King Oldor says, my character never run away, Jen. That was a long time ago.
Hey, that was the last time I
Hey,
played
he's a
with
barbarian now. He's a barbarian.
I'm just saying.
He can tank some stuff now.
I've got scars that have not healed.
And Gordon says, please post all the details on your Discord so we may review them for things we missed today.
Oh, yes. He will. He can do that.
Well, I will be releasing this as a video.
Then I'm going to be writing it all up in like a little booklet. I'm not printing or anything, but it'll be a virtual booklet. So you can see all the rules and all the changes we made to the actual D&D to make it fit our area. So I haven't done that yet, but we will.
But
and I'll make him post it on
the best
Discord.
place to begin, if you're curious about beginning, is just talk to me and we will start by building your character. Because that's kind of where you begin. Everybody has to do a character sheet, unless you just want to play as a pre-made character, which, again, that's completely fine. I just, but even the pre-made characters, I have to do character sheets and everything for. And King Olnor says, I don't heal anyone as I giving harm instead.
I believe it when
Yeah,
I
he's got
see
his
it.
axe and his crossbow. He's ready to roll.
I told you I got scars.
But, yeah, like I said, we're super excited about it. I think it's going to be a blast. And I can't wait to see where the adventures go.
Oh, no.
But unless anybody has any more D&D related questions, I'm going to switch gears and we're going to get our Lego themed throwdown on.
Oh, yeah, I got your Lego themed throwdown.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for the Lego theme throwdown! How it works is 2 Lego themes are randomly selected, but only one is moving on, and the other one is going home. If the panel agrees on which theme is better, then the loser is done. But if the panel doesn't agree, then we are leaving it up to the chat to decide which theme is better. So check the chat and put in your vote because it can come down to you to decide which theme is moving on.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson!
Georgie wanted to know what that was all about. Oh, not that. So, picker wheel. Let's get that up.
That's the best announcer ever.
Yeah.
Samantha Irving doesn't have anything on him.
And King Ollendorf says I gotta leave now, so enjoy. All right, well, thanks.
Thanks,
and we will
Ollendorf.
see you Saturday. Now it's time to throw down. So let's spin that wheel. Ooh, Rock Raiders. Interesting. And who are they going up against?
There it is.
Put this up. Brick Enforcer says, man, I loved me some Iron Mike. Me too. Actually, I got on my Mike Tyson's Punch-Out shirt on underneath my Lego shirt today. Get the poll going.
Raiders and who?
Holiday.
Holiday.
And everybody, please remember to like and the stream. That really helps the stream out. So, playing again. All right, so there is the screen up, and let's start. The poll is live if you haven't seen it yet.
Are you doing Rock Raiders first?
Yeah, we're gonna go check out Rock Raiders.
Because Holiday's been on there before, huh?
Yeah, we've talked about Holiday before. So 2000 again. This is we're talking pre-2000, so anything post-2000 does not count. Hover Scout, Rapid Rider, Rock Raiders Crew. It's a battle pack. You know, you never would have thought Lego would stop releasing just simple little minifigure boxes like that. Everybody wants them, but they don't release them anymore. Granite Grinder. The Loader. Yeah, look at that rock creature.
Ooh, he's cool.
He'd be great for our Dungeons and Dragons.
Heck yeah.
Stone Golem. Chrome Crusher. Rock Raiders HQ. It's a nice little base.
Oh, yeah, I like the base plate.
Yeah. So that's Rock Raiders, and now let's take a look at Holiday. Holiday and event. So, 2 Santas in a tree. advent calendar. The advent calendar. They
All
got them all
sorts
broke
of-
down. This Santa, like I said, we might have had this at one time. We had some kind of Santa like
We
that.
did
once.
have a Santa like that.
I think we sold it though.
We did sell it.
Santa on a reindeer. He's awfully small, little concoct creature. Little Santa. He's pretty compact. So there's lots of pages here. Oh wow. 98. I mean, obviously, this theme has improved as it's gone on. The stuff for the sake of this competition, I'm not overly impressed with, if I'm honest. So what are you voting for, honey?
Holiday.
She's voting holiday.
I like holiday.
And I'm gonna vote Rock Raiders. Do you want to vote, Georgie?
I'll go with Mama.
Holiday.
Georgie's voting holiday as well. So that leaves it up to you, chat. Which one is going home? Rock Raiders or holiday? Rock Raiders is out to the lead. Mayo says, "Don't make me sing the Madonna song."
Holiday.
Holiday. Mayo says, "The Big Rock Raiders HQ is pretty cool, and that theme had the first big dig ever." And he says, "I don't even need to see my votes to cast my vote, or see the sets to cast my vote." Dr. Xander says, "It's getting late, and I have to work tomorrow, so I have to go. Thank you, Mikey J." Well, thank you for coming,
Thanks,
Dr.
Dr.
Xander.
Xander.
Always look forward to seeing you. And you always have awesome insights in the comments, really, correct my errors, sir.
Ooh, you had an error.
Well, when we were talking about the chanfrons, the horse helmets, I was calling them. You know.
Oh. You didn't know the actual name.
Gordon corrects me too. You guys both do.
You do now.
So, Mayo says the big fig, yeah. So, I'm calling it. And Rock Raiders is going on. And
Holiday is going home.
And Holiday is going home. Bye-bye, Holiday. All right, now what's up next?
Oh, it's a PM.
Oh, the Adventures. That's a pretty big one. Who's it going up against? Hopefully it's not Castle of Pirates of Space. Oh, Rock Raiders.
Rock Raiders. Nice try.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What is it? Space against what?
Adventures.
Ooh.
That's not good for it's not good for the Adventures theme.
Uh-oh.
Grumpy Old Warhorse says, "We gotta correct him always." Sure do.
Him?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, it's a little piano. It's a cute little piano. 5 and 4 cheapers. I didn't know I had to do all that. Oh, it was cute until I had to do all this.
Adventures and space. Mayo says this is tough. It is on the tough side. So it makes it fun. Adventures is out to the early lead. Could Adventures send space home?
Ooh.
That would be an interesting.
Development.
It would be.
You want me to finish your sentence for you, babe?
Let's take a look at Adventures. I have a fair amount of the old Johnny Thunder Egyptian Adventures stuff. But they did a few different things. There was, you know, like I'm pretty sure I have this exact right
Setup.
here. Yeah. Adventures Raft, Johnny Thunder, the bootleg Indiana Jones. Some people like them better than Indy. I can't go. Mummy and Cart. I have that mummy. Will you be my mummy? Jungle Surprise. I do not have this one again. Just the Egyptian ones do we have, not the jungle and other stuff. Johnny Thunder and Baby T. Oh, Baby T Rex. Look at that little baby.
We have that, don't we?
Not like that, no.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's actually 2,000. I shouldn't have.
Uh-oh.
Breaking my own rules.
Look at it. Got to correct him again.
Adventure Car. I'm pretty sure we have that.
Yeah, I am pretty sure we do.
Adventure Plane. We maybe have
I don't
that.
know, maybe.
I'm not sure.
That minifigure doesn't look familiar.
Yeah. Desert Expedition. We did not have this one. No, because I don't have that plane. Adventures Car and Skeleton. We absolutely have this.
Yes.
Adventure Tomb, The Lost Tomb. We have this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I recognize these printed pieces.
Yeah. And that coffin thing, sarcophagus thing.
Let's see. Adventures Plane. Where are you looking? That's a different version of it. Treasure Tomb was a Toys R Us exclusive. I don't think we had this one though. I think that they just
that little tomb. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that little tomb looks familiar.
Yeah.
Fix his arm. I'm confused on his arm actually. There's a.
What do you do to him?
He's missing a piece, George.
You're missing pieces.
Until I can find the piece.
That's not what his arm on the other side looks like.
What piece is on this one?
I don't know. I'll have to look at him, Georgie. Don't play with him. I'm not really crazy about you playing with Treebeard anyway.
He falls apart easy.
And he's rare.
We could buy just another one.
Huh?
We could buy another one.
He's kind of expensive, bud.
Scorpion Tracker. Pretty sure we have this set as well. Valley of the Kings. That's the same as that other one.
Right. How come they have like two
They
different
said it's a
names?
Toys R Us exclusive. Doesn't look like a Toys R Us.
Not a Toys R Us exclusive no more.
We have this plane, and it's a cool plane, but somebody took it apart. Their name shall not be named.
Who? Me?
We said we shall not name you.
Here's one from the more jungle expedition. Oasis Ambush. We have this because I have this little.
I'm on my fourth bag.
Look at you.
I know.
And then the expedition balloon. This would be a cool one to have.
That is cool. That one's neat.
Yeah. So that's the adventures theme. Let's take a look at space. And this stuff goes way back. 79 mobile rocket launcher. Space cruiser. Space Command Center. The Galaxy Explorer, the original Galaxy Explorer. The new one didn't come with a base plate like that. Alpha 1 rocket base. These are all the way back. These are some nice sets for 79, I guess.
Yeah.
Space transport. Like, I think you could honestly make a solid argument that space in 1979 was kicking Castle's butt.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, space goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I don't think we need to spend a ton of time looking at space. Let's see. Gordon says, obviously, Adventures wins. Brick Enforcer says, what are you building? She's building the Snow White house.
Oh, yes. I'm still building the Snow White hut.
Gordon says, the Adventures continues to this day in the Museum Modular and the Orient Express. And in the Haunted House, they talk about Baron von Baron. Mayo says, I wanted to vote for Adventures because of the temples, but I can't. Space is my third favorite theme. Trevs is back. Awesome.
Hello.
Gordon says, Adventures populates my ancient Egypt exhibit in my museum. Oh, that's fun. Trev says, it's close, but I choose space. Brick Enforcer says, I like the new Indiana Jones Egypt set. I do too. Mayo says, a lot of my favorite adventure sets came after 2000, so those were eliminated from my decision. So, honey, which one are you going with, space or adventures?
I'm not choosing.
Adventures.
She's going adventures, and I'm going to go space.
What about you, Georgie? You're not choosing, you said?
Georgie's out.
I'm out.
So, chat.
I called timeout on myself.
He's putting himself in timeout.
Putting himself in timeout.
Timeout.
So that leaves it up to you, chat. And right now, space is winning.
Space is winning, huh?
Can't say I'm super shocked about that.
Right.
I'll give it a little bit longer before I end the poll. See if anybody else wants to show up and try to save Adventures. Papa Brad is here. Hello, Papa Brad.
Hi, Papa Brad.
He says, I hope you're doing well. Space is a good choice. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. Hope you're doing well as also, my friend.
As well.
As well, as well.
Excuse me.
All right, so I'm calling it there. And space is the winner.
Ooh.
Sorry, Adventures. They're going home.
Boo. I liked the Adventures.
I do too, but you know, it ran it.
Can't have everyone. Everyone can't win.
All right, now let's see our final competition of the day. Okay. And Technic is going mono and mono with
Space. Train.
I'm calling timeout on this one too.
You are.
Let me get the poll up. Technic versus trains. All right. Let's find Technic first. There it is. Forklift from 1977. The tractor from 1977.
Ooh.
Actually a nice looking tractor.
It is a nice
for
looking
Technic
tractor,
build,
yeah.
I almost feel like if Lego was to do a Technic tractor like that nowadays, it wouldn't look as good as that one.
Right. They overcomplicate it.
Helicopter. This one's not the prettiest in the world.
No.
That's what I think of when I
Right,
think of
when
a
I see
Technic.
Technic. That's the kind of tractor I was looking for.
Auto chassis.
Yeah.
Looks unfinished.
Right.
Check out the bulldozer.
That doesn't look too bad, but I don't know how pretty you can get with a bulldozer.
Here's a tricycle from 1999. See, to me, that's ugly. I'm just gonna say it. To me, that's ugly.
I'm just gonna say it.
Motorbike from 1999. See,
What?
why you even would sell that is beyond me.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
That looks like something I threw together when I was bored one day.
That looks like one of kids' creations. I don't want to say
Car.
that one looks a little better. Oops. I need that. Where'd it go?
Right there.
Georgie, can you get those pieces for Mommy I just dropped? They're right there.
Let's look at the bike blaster again. That thing is
I know.
Wait, where?
They're two.
right there.
Did I show you?
Nope. I'm too scared.
There's a spider web. I'm sorry.
You should have said Daddy.
Wow. Are they yucky?
No.
Spider webby. Ah! You brought some webs with you. Thank you.
Blast off dragster.
Well, that one doesn't look too bad because that's what dragsters
Again,
actually
the
look
tractor's been my favorite one.
like. Right.
The bungee chopper. See, I don't know. They all look unfinished to me.
Yeah.
Motorcycle. Like seriously?
Oh.
And see, and this came out in 1998, and we wonder why Lego was struggling in the late 90s and early 2000s. Like, this is what we're working with. And you wonder why nobody was buying it.
Nobody's buying that.
And it's going up against trains.
Yeah, I'm going to go with I like the trains better. I can already say that right now.
Time out.
You putting yourself in timeout?
Yes, I want them.
Trains goes back to 1966, it looks like. Motorized train set from 1966.
Wow. That actually is pretty good for 1966.
Even though it's not the prettiest looking train set in the world, it still looks better than the Technic motorcycle from 1998. Motorized freight passenger train, Sears exclusive. See, that's a good looking train for 1969.
That is a good looking train.
There you go.
Only $20. I'll buy it.
Let's see, what else can we find? Central Station from 1970. See, this beats
Oh,
Technic
that's
right
cool.
there.
Yeah. I like that station.
The minifigures here, not so much. But
No, not so much, but.
all right, I think that's sufficient.
I think that's sufficient to name a winner.
So what are you voting for?
I'm
honey?
going for trains.
Time out for me.
Georgie's not voting. I'm voting trains as well. So that
Technic's
means
going home.
Technic, you're going home.
What'd the chat say? Trains winning?
The trains is winning by an overwhelming majority as well. Bye-bye, Technic. All right, so we're getting down to it. And that completes the Lego theme throwdown for today.
For our show today, huh?
And Trev says $20 was like $60 back in the day. Yeah. Gordon says I had the Western train as a kid.
Ooh, cool.
Mayo says, to be fair, no one was buying the Railway Express set from 1999 either.
To be fair.
Trev says the Technic figures are quite underrated.
Okay.
Mayo says, I like trains is an autism meme. I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah.
And then Ben says, you very much like trains. Yeah.
Trains?
Mayo
Everybody
says,
trains.
easy choice trains. I like trains.
I like trains.
And then Mayo says, trains didn't get good until the 12-volt blue track in the mid-70s.
Ah! Dropping stuff. What? That's it?
That's
That's all she wrote, huh?
That's my talking point for today,
You
folks.
can't talk about nothing else, huh?
Well, I didn't post the pictures. I forgot.
So he didn't get to talk about all the things he wanted to talk about.
But I think we, as far as the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, I think is everybody fairly clear, understanding what we're kind of like laying out here?
I got blank.
I know in the Discord I was typing it, and sometimes the written word doesn't quite convey the message as effectively as needed sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, those are cute.
That's printed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Destroy that dragon.
I know Gordon. He's waiting to see what the Dungeons and Dragons set looks like in comparison to like the medieval town square and the Lion Knight's castle. And I have a video coming out Friday where it's not specifically on that topic, but you will see how the D&D set compares to those. And
You do compare them.
let me just say that the D&D set is rather tall. It's quite a bit taller than even the Lion Knight's castle. And it literally towers over the medieval town square. In regards to the medieval town square versus the Dungeons and Dragons set, now I'm taking the Dungeons and Dragons component out of it and just talking strictly Lego set versus Lego set. The $130 cheaper for the medieval town square is not something you can ignore. $130 is $130. But I will say this: you guys saw when we built the medieval town square, I was a little underwhelmed on the parts that were included in that set. It felt very much like a set that wasn't able to use the wide array of Lego's catalog of pieces. It felt like that Lego said, we have these parts here, see what you can do with them. And you ended up with a lot of small studs, small plates, just small pieces. That whole set is made up of tiny little pieces, which I'm not saying is necessarily a bad thing. And Lego's definitely been going more and more that direction over the years. But then when I'm building the Dungeons and Dragons set, it has a burp in it. It has panels. It's got big pieces. It's got little pieces. It's got everything in between. So while just from a parts perspective, I think the Dungeons and Dragons set has far better parts in it for mocking and whatnot. Now the actual again, you can't ignore the $130 price difference, but I'm kind of the thought that Lego knew that there was going to be a ton of overlap between those two sets, and the Dungeons and Dragons set includes it's a licensed theme, so you're paying, they're splitting money with Hasbro on that particular set. And and they also, I don't believe, held anything back. Meaning the designers could use whatever parts and pieces that were at their availability. And it has printed little letters, and and one of the things that I've heard people talk about in the medieval town square is they had to use stickers for
the letters,
because you weren't going to get those details. Well, I'm here to tell you that those details are included in
the D&D.
The D&D set. So that argument doesn't really... It feels like that's just a talking point that is put out to people to push the narrative forward. When in reality, I would say what the deal is that Lego's probably not, because they have to share money with Hasbro, going to make as much money off of the Dungeons and Dragons set as they would like to. And so the Medieval Town Square set was made on pennies on the dollar with the parts usage and no printed pieces and everything as a way for Lego to recoup those losses on the Dungeons and Dragons set.
Yeah.
And that is my final thought on it, and nobody will be able to change my mind elsewhere. Because I built both of them. I saw what pieces are in each set, and I'm telling you, Lego chinsed out on the Medieval Town Square set.
I cannot believe how many pieces were chinsed out or extra pieces. Like for one, like I said, that floor did not need so many little pieces. They just saw an opportunity to put more pieces, to bump the piece count up. And I don't know. I think they could have, and then the stickers. The fact that I had to put a little tiny sticker for a letter when I know Lego makes them. That's what irritated me.
They are customized. They have a little like dragon emblem and stuff on them. But in the Dungeons and Dragons set, they have them same little tiles that are printed out.
They're printed.
Yeah. So again, it was a way for Lego to make.
And no, I think it was just a regular envelope, babe. It was a tan envelope.
No.
One of them was.
Maybe
yes,
one of them was.
If not one or two. I saw them. I'm the one who did them.
Well, I put stickers on some of them too, and they were a little bit different stickers.
Not the envelopes I did. They were just regular envelopes, just like you see in every set. They were tan. They were light tan though.
And I would say now, considering the price difference, I'm gonna call the two sets a draw. I don't think you can go wrong either way. All things being equal, my ranking would be the Lion Knight's Castle #1, Dungeons and Dragons #2, Medieval Town Square #3. But there's the price differences between those three sets. So my official recommendation, if you haven't bought the Lion Knight's Castle yet, you need to get that one first. But I'm assuming you do have the Lion Knight's Castle, and maybe you're on the fence on the Dungeons and Dragons set or Medieval Town Square. If you can afford the Dungeons and Dragons set, I think it is the far superior set. Even though the piece count isn't extremely higher, and a lot of people are pointing at that and stuck on that, on why that the Medieval Town Square set is the better deal. But I'm telling you, the
piece count, yeah.
The piece count in that set is way overinflated.
Way.
And it's all tiny little pieces in that set.
Yep. You're paying premium prices for a 1x1 tile.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Cause there's so many little tiles in there that are unnecessary.
Whereas the Dungeons and Dragons set, it feels like a proper Lego set in that you get big pieces, little pieces, everything.
I was shocked we got a burp.
Yeah, when I saw a burp, I'm like, whoa.
I didn't even know.
I haven't even seen one of these.
I was going to say, I didn't even know they made those anymore. It's like, what? A burp? You can't even see it. That's how good they did.
And Gordon wants to know whether the sets can play well together. Yeah, I mean, I have them.
The nice thing about the Dungeons and Dragons set is you can take it apart. You don't have to leave it as a whole set. So that makes it mold into whatever you put it in, honestly.
Now, the height difference can be a little jarring, especially if you want the castle to be the biggest thing in like your thing that people, a lot of people, the castle's the big thing and everything else is smaller. So if that's what you have envisioned in your mind, then the Dungeons and Dragons set isn't going to work out well for that unless you raise up the castle quite a bit.
Or you can take the top of the tower off if you want.
Because, I mean, just looking at it right now,
I can't see it. There's too many ships in the way.
I would say the tower on the Dungeons and Dragons set is easily like that much higher than the castle. But I have my tower out in front of the castle, but it's kind of off to the side a little bit. And I think it looks great there. I thoroughly enjoyed building that set.
It was so fun.
No.
And all I did was the one part. I just did the wall. That's all I did. You did the rest of it.
Gordon says, I mean, does the medieval town square look good sitting next to the D&D set? I actually took the inn off of the Dungeons and Dragons set, and it's on my little alleyway, and the two buildings are sitting right next to each other. I got them buttered up right next to each other. I had to make some small modifications to the D&D set in order to do that. But I think they look great that way. And then the actual tower is backed up. I took the inn off of the Dungeons and Dragons set. It's not attached to it anymore because I love that inn. Now, am I gonna say that it's a better building that inn versus like the Guarded Inn building remake that we got in the Medieval Town Square set? No, because the Medieval Town Square building, it's a bigger building. But what I will say is that it's modular and that the roof comes off, the floors come apart, you can get down and access every little thing in it, and it feels like a more cleverly designed building. The Medieval Town Square building, again, it's good. It's not that I don't like it, but it feels a little ho-hum. Whereas the inn in the Dungeons and Dragons set, I'm more excited about it. That might just be me, but...
Oh, I'm not.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to dinner we go.
And people are congratulating us for the 4,000. Oh, thank you. Thank you, yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you can't choose.
So cute.
And then Mayo says, one is compatible with the 90th anniversary castle, one is not, one is fantasy, one is not, one is more expensive. Yeah.
Thanks, Mayo.
And Gordon says, I highly recommend the Dragonhead improvement on Rebrickable.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, that's what you said in the Discord. Gordon says, price for a piece is not a useful metric. The town square proves that. No. And I think Lego, they are pushing that narrative intentionally because a lot of Lego fans, they harp on the price per piece. And so they can give us a bunch of little studs and then say, see, you got good price per piece, but,
Really, you didn't.
Really, you didn't. They gave you the cheapest pieces they could.
They gave you the cheapest pieces they could.
And Gordon says, does the Medieval Town Square set look good sitting next to the D&D? I think it does. Again, you'll see what I'm talking about in the video on Friday. I think it looks good. Maybe you'll agree or disagree. I mean, that's up to the... It's in the eye of the beholder.
The beholder. Well, I'm done.
Yeah, she's done.
Well, I'm not done with the set, but I'm done with today.
Yeah, she's got a bag done.
I got 4 bags done.
4 bags. The build's coming together.
Yes.
Nice little cottage.
Georgie got the mimic done.
He knocked that thing out.
He did knock that thing out. He's so good at building. With the beholder. But yeah, I'm excited about the set. I don't really have any place to put it yet, because I don't have a book. I don't have a new place. But
And Mayo says, speaking of 4,000, I'm 9 away from 750. Well, woo-hoo.
hey,
If you haven't subscribed to Mayo Hosco, do so.
woohoo!
And he says, I'll build a catapult for Mikey when I get there. Oh, that'd be cool.
That's fun.
And Gordon says, yeah, we want a cow. Well, here's 2,302 tiles.
But we gave you a gray goat. One. Oh, yes. We all forget that Lego is a business.
No, I don't forget.
They're just not there just for us.
Some people forget that some people think that they're friendlier than they actually are.
No. Everything is about the bottom line.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a business. If it wasn't, then they would be a nonprofit.
Yeah. They've been all about the money since they almost went out of business.
Yeah.
As we talked about earlier. Which I don't knock them for. I mean, that's capitalism at work.
Right.
But
clearly people will buy them.
Mm.
I did. You know.
But everyone, that's going to wrap up our show for today. Again, we're going to be on every other week on the Brick Chat. Next week at this time, we'll be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. And so we'll be back in 2 weeks' time. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's so much fun.
If you haven't already, please like the stream. It really helps us out.
And thanks for all the new people that came out today, too, we hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
I'm sorry it was a little bit more of a D&D heavy stream than maybe some people in the Lego community would prefer. But it's because we're super excited about what we have going on.
It's Lego D&D.
It's Lego D&D.
So it's still Lego. I'm excited about it. I think that the prospect of being able to go all around our world is pretty neat.
Yeah.
I'm excited to Ronnie to visit Gringotts.
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
You put her in your bin.
Oh, I did put her in her bin. I changed her head.
And if you don't, Mayo streams on Fridays, so tune into that. I'm usually on the panel with him, although I might be taking this week off, though. But thanks, everyone, for coming and hanging out. And
we appreciate it.
We will see you on the next one, everybody.
Take care.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.